So you want to get better at Fortnite Reload Zero Build. These are the only 4 tips you will ever need. Tip number 1. This one is pretty obvious, but you'll need to work on your aim. There are heaps of different creative maps out there. I've looked over heaps of them, but this map has got to be my favorite. This single player full aim lab is literally everything you will need. Check out the map in the description below. I'll put the code in. This is not my map, I've just found it. But there's different areas for assault rifles, all types of different scenarios that I find are extremely helpful to practice in different situations, as well as different areas to practice your shotgun aim in different scenarios. Especially, I think this is extremely important in zero build, are your flicks and your side jump. They also have areas for SMGs, a larger area for snipers, and they have guns from every game mode. What I advise for choosing which gun you want to choose is pick the gun you want to get best with, but select it in the blue rarity. You're probably not gonna get the legendary every single one of your games. So if you're practicing with a blue, you'll be more used to that kind of damage output. Step number 2 is your sensitivity. Now, I don't think there is one best sensitivity for every single person. That being said, if you are on a controller, what you want to do 100% is make sure put your sensitivity in advanced options. This way, you can fine tune your sensitivity to exactly what fits you best. For example, mine is set to 40-40. This gives me a good amount of rotation quickly, but also stability for my hip firing and tracking. However, this is still kind of slow. So what lots of people definitely turn off is turning boost. Turning boost is slept on. This small feature can upgrade your gameplay by a lot. What this does basically is if you need to flick fast, by putting your stick at the very edge, it'll rotate much quicker. So that way you can flick way faster, the same kind of energy that a mouse and keyboard player are able to achieve. For your ADS, you want to set it to a percentage that you can comfortably track while aiming down sights. Don't want it to be too slow where you're moving around like a bot. I use one sensitivity that I find works best for me, but I still sometimes fine tune it here and then. So what you need to do is find a sensitivity that's perfect for you. See what bits are not working for you and just change that little by little until you find one that really works with how you play. Now, the third step is rotation. This all depends on what mode you are playing, how you are wanting to play. If you're playing ranked, don't want to drop hot, and you don't want to be making stupid rotations that end up making you at the center of the map, having all teams look at you and you get full lobbied. I will link a nice video by ReesHub in below that fully talks about circle position and what the best spot is to be. Our last tip, tip number 4, this one is crucial. Everything comes down to the items you are holding. In Zero Build Reload, you need cover. There are 2 types of cover that you will always need to carry with you. Either some bunks or shield bubbles. What me and my duo do is one of us carries bunkers and the other carries bubbles. These both have advantages. If you need to get a loot drop, throw a bubble on it. If you need to take cover for a longer period of time, bunker. If you want to set up a good spot for later, you use a bunker. If you need a res, you can use a bunker or a bubble. If you just want a quick loot or heal, bubble. There's different situations for both. Now if you're running solos, carry whichever one you prefer. Whichever one you are best at playing around. The next is movement. Now you must know this by now, but the number 1 thing that you will need in zero build is movement. And what you want to do is get very good with the grapple. Whether it's in a creative map, but the grappler isn't the only item that you'll want to have. If you're not so lucky, you probably won't even find a grappler, but you'll often find crash pads or shockwaves. So you will need to carry both. You will always want 2 pieces of movement at all times, either a grappler and one of these, or 2 of these, grapples and pads. Pads are even better if you are as a duo or in squads, because then you have movement for the whole team.
Now, you're probably wondering, bro, why are you not carrying any heals? Okay, gotta listen. Hear me out, bro. I don't carry heals in my loadout unless it's late game. I got nothing else to carry. This is because in Fortnite Reload, every time you get a kill, the person will drop 2 minis. That's all you need. In the event where you get shit on, absolutely dick down, that's why you have the movement. You can get away, and there are vending machines all over the map. Boom, instantly full healed, and you can get right back into fighting. This way, you can have your slots for AR, shotgun, 2 for movement, and your last slot for a bunker/shield bubble. If you do want to carry heals, then remove one of your movement items. But you're going to want to carry a lot of that type of movement. So a grapple with full charges or shockwaves, but not just two.
With these tips, you will have everything you need to get wins or rank up in Zero Build Reloaded. So save this video for later, come back to it, and make sure you keep these steps in mind while you're playing, practicing, and leave a comment if this has helped you at all, or if you have any other tips for other people.